What's up, guys? Another Exitlag test for you today, May 2021 with Hunt Showdown. Now I'm playing from Bohol, Philippines with PLDT on a 75 Mbps fiber connection, and the server selection, as you can see here, has all these areas, and it actually shows the ping. And for Asia, it says 173 ms, and when I play, that's literally around about what I get at best case scenario. And I don't know, I think it's something to do with the routing, and that's what Exitlag's best at fixing. So let's see what happens when I enable it. So 172, roughly. 173. And you can see here, no connection through Exitlag, just turn it on. And unfortunately, this is like the downside. Not really a downside, because this is the only Asia server available anyway, but it actually shows you where you're connecting, which is kind of bad in terms of having legit games. I'm sure many of you are aware of the problem with this region. But anyway, by routes, it's telling me around 35 ms. That is a pretty significant drop. Enable Exitlag. It will create a connection and probably kick me out of my current connection any moment now. By going in and out. Once I go to, yeah, there we go, and then reconnect. This is just a really straightforward test, so you can see if it's worth trying, especially if you're playing from the Philippines. But it, it should work anywhere really. If you've got a routing issue, and just if all your servers are showing high ping, that would be a sign of a routing issue, because some region close to you should be low ping, right? So anyway, what did I change? Why is this being weird? Okay. I don't want to revert anything. Apply. So now when we click on server, I did not even realize it shows you your ping if you wait here long enough. See, it's showing 173 ms through the browser, but now watch what happens when I actually hunt for a game. Let's go random partner, and this saves me so much trouble, because if you've ever had high ping matches, you basically have to extract, unless you want to just die to like a shootout, because you know how Hunt is so picky with the ping. It makes a massive difference, and you can try to lead your shots, but if you're on 170 ms, you're more often than not you're going to lose. And what I found was I would sometimes get low ping matches without Exitlag, so I knew there was some route that my ISP could take that would improve my ping, like if I happen to be lucky. But it was like 1 in 3 games might be low ping, or sometimes 1 in 5, just depending on my luck. So with Exitlag, every single match is low ping now, and like it is drastically different when you can just have back-to-back matches at around under 50 ms. So I'm just going to do this live demo here. If you look at some of my older videos, like last month, I wasn't running Exitlag. I didn't have my subscription renewed, and you'll actually see me getting 150 ping matches. Just bad luck. It was still like usable for a frame rate test, but for just enjoying the game and being able to play properly, knowing that your hits are going to register, it was pretty bad. So anyway, hope to find a match soon. I'm just doing this live in one take so that it's not like clipped and edited. You can see the timer in the bottom right, because if someone wanted to doctor or edit a video to try to make like a ping drop look good, and the app wasn't actually working, you could kind of like fool people into thinking that it's working, but really you're just clipping it so that you're only getting the low ping matches. But the way to show it actually working is to just like literally enable Exitlag and connect directly into the game without any editing, and that's what I want to show. So what I'm going to do for this test is I'm actually going to play through at least 2 matches just to show you, like right off the bat, it's going to be low ping and then low ping, maybe 3 matches, just to give you a little bit more data to look at, and as well as the consistency to make sure that the ping's not spiking. It's not like going higher halfway through a match, because that can happen. It basically just eliminates all that ping variance and fixes the route. So as for settings, I'm running 1440p SMA a T2X, high textures and object quality because that affects the render distance, the view distance of like bushes and things. I've actually tested this. If you run medium or low object quality, bushes will look like squares from far away. And as you zoom in, they'll change to the high quality. Like as you scope in your weapon, they'll change to the higher quality texture, but that is super, super distracting. So even though you get an FPS hit, it's like it can be up to 20 FPS depending on your setup. It's not worth having to deal with that changing texture issue, the pop-in issue. So when you run high, you still get it a little bit, but the textures further away look fine. So you can see my ping in the top right, 42. And the browser was telling me 170, which is my non-Exitlag, like my normal ping with a very small chance of getting a low ping match. Like if I happen to get routed the right way without having to use an app. So there you have it. You can keep watching, but if you're going to try Exitlag, please use my referral link. It's linked on my channel, and I'll link it down below. It just helps the channel out. But otherwise, yeah, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. If you want to see more of the testing, then just stay on, but I'm not going to like expect you to watch through it all. Just, you know, skip through it. Skip through to the next match. I'll put timestamps in the video description so that you can skip ahead and just see all the low ping matches back to back. I'm going to do 2 matches after this one, so it'll be 3 matches total. I'm not going to like try to stay alive. Like I'll be a bit more aggressive so that the matches so the matches will be a bit quicker. Please, man. But yeah, as for settings, as I said, I'm running high texture and object quality, SMAA, T2X, all the effects like lighting and stuff turned down, post-processing up because it improves the visual fidelity, so it makes it easier. Like if you're not dealing with jagged edges and things, it's actually really much easier to spot enemies and pick movement apart because there's less shimmering and edge flickering, whatever you call it, anti-aliasing on the screen. Ready at... Why have I got a bomb land? Okay. I have no idea what that dude's saying. Want me to shoot it? Alright, let's do this. Wait. It can burn? This thing can burn, right? So I've got lighting and shadows turned down. The post-processing might affect... I don't know. Wait, let's see. I'll just double check the setting. I do have it on 1440p full screen, resolution scale max, anisotropic 16, T2X. I'm a bit wondering about post-processing quality because I used to keep it turned off before. Hey. Oh no, it's gonna bleed me. Let me out! Let me out! How about that? Locked by the boss. Oh, just enough to heal. So I think it was post-processing. Maybe like, it doesn't seem to affect the image quality that much. I couldn't actually spot exactly what it does. I just had like a placebo that it helped, but obviously it was hurting the frame rate. Are you? Here, I'm gonna bomb lance this guy this time. Don't run behind me. So this is the 6700 XT's performance. Oh wait, go away. It's gonna get me. I heal again. I should just hit him with bomb lance like nobody. Hear that? At least you can see the, oh, he's already, that was it? Okay. I think my friend told damage. So one thing I noticed as well, if you run T2X, you don't need high anisotropic. It doesn't really affect the visuals that much in terms of removing, like, shimmering edges and stuff. So that can also improve the frame rate a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Remember this here. Okay. What else did I want to do? I'll test SMAA, because, you know, a lot of competitive players will either run with it 1 times or off, just so you can see what it looks like at 1440p with the textures max. Getting around 98. It is a night map though, just for fog and effects. And then we'll try turning it off with anisotropic at 60. Just for those people that do max it out. Apparently it has little performance hit. I think it has a performance hit, but anyway. It seems like we're just CPU bound at this point. With the Ryzen 5 RX 600. Well, like, I'm not really getting different 1% lows. 0.1 are unreliable for this game because basically if I reset the counter and I even just turn on dark side, you can see the 0.1% drop to 30. So it's like dark side tanks you your FPS for the second that you turn it on. So I don't really use it. Use the 0.1%. The 1% are a bit more accurate because they don't tank as badly, and they will show a more. Hold on a minute. Yay. I swear I just saw that enemy up there behind that tree. Hope I don't get one tap. I swear I saw something over here. Like not the thing. It's like an enemy. Maybe there was just more than one and I saw one in the background. Anyway, object quality does seem to be partly CPU oriented, that setting, so what's this? If I turn it low. The 1% are now much higher. I think dark side will still tank the 0.1, but look at the 1%, they're staying above 90 now, from lowering object quality. So if you're really hunting for a more higher FPS, that is the setting you can turn down. You'll just have this issue, I'll tell you. If there is a bush far away, and you're at a far enough distance, I don't know if it'll be that visible on a night map, but if I try, I don't know if it's actually working on the lighting, it might be. Yeah, see that lighting there? At high object quality, it's not dropping the visual. So if you were trying to shoot a hunter, and you had it like not showing any reflections on the grass, and then as soon as you zoom in, you see all these reflections pop in, it affects your aim. Or at least it affects my aim, like by targeting a little bit. Hey, what's that? Is that our friend shooting? I'll grab it, whatever. Yo, enemies. Yeah, see that? See, that's the limit of high object qualities. You'll still get it at far enough distance. hard to keep up. Anyway, for this fight, I'll just leave it on low and off. So these are basically competitive settings. If you set particle quality too low, it turns effects into like pixelated squares and actually looks really bad, and it's not nice. These guys are running away. Maybe I'm just gonna get carried by these guys from the looks of it. Followed, are we? I just wasted all my... But yeah, see that 0.1 always dropping under 30? That's just dark side. It's not actually the graphics card or anything. It's just that issue's been around. Even if I turn it down to 1080p, it's always done that. Even though you see the normal FPS counter, that's not dropping to 30. So it's just like a split-second drop from enabling dark side. That seems to be the cause. So these guys are hardcore going after the enemy. Hopefully the next map's a daylight fuck. Wait, do we want to go for Butcher? Or are we running away?
Saw一下。在哪？扫一下。
Anyway, that'll help me get over one trigger. Yeah, let's go. Together. Frozo. I don't care about the bounty really. That's been fun. Coming for you, boys. Oh, boy. Wait, what's that? Is that an ice spike or was it just the glitching of the terrain? I think the terrain glitched and it made me like slide off it. That's still an issue from early access that they haven't completely fixed. Basically don't try to climb terrain near zombies. Wait. Get shot at? straight bullet. We need to get to that extract point behind the that dude's out for blood. Our top fragger. Gonna be a shoot out there too. Nice. Or they're just shooting zombies when they extract. Things are right behind me. Go away, go away, go away. Oh, lame.
操垃圾！
Dang, nap it. Ran all that way. Nice, they actually added a cooldown for that. Kind of good, but bad if someone's AFK. Nice. There we go. What a nice name. There we go. We'll try cranking settings for this match. Actually, we'll leave those settings for a little bit, how I've set them, and then we'll turn them up maybe halfway through, just to have a bit more of a direct comparison, because this is closer to competitive settings, with medium object quality is a bit better for the pop-in, but like a good balance for a bit more performance. You can see the GPU usage, it's got headroom, so technically if I leave object quality on medium, I should be able to do stuff like turn this up and still get around 100, as you can see. Having headroom is good, so I could turn that up. I could probably turn post-processing HDR. I'm not sure if that's using any CPU. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's still dipping a bit more. Let's see. Post-processing back off? What happened? Wait for it to stabilize. Yeah, that was hitting FPS a little bit. Not much. Oh, that's trippy. I'm not used to that. Whoa. Okay. I don't like that gun. I like normal iron sights. Why did I pick the aperture? I haven't actually tested this gun, even though I've had Hunt for ages. I just stick to the guns that I like normally. So yeah, it looks like we're getting around, you know, anywhere from 80, low 80s to average around 100, 110. Going by this, and the dark side still takes FPS. Okay, so now we've got the area. We'll see what we're getting around here. Reset the counter. Around the buildings, we're getting around 70 to 80 to 90, 70 to 90. Indoors, it goes right up. No, it's all over the place. And let's just, because we do have this 60% usage, it's like, why even, like, waste it? Let's just turn things right up. Leave the object quality down a bit though. And look at that, we're getting literally 80 lows and around 110 highs with higher usage. So really, if you have that headroom, as long as you... Oh, that noise. It sounded like someone shot a crossbow at me. If you have the headroom, as long as you don't turn the CPU intensive setting of object quality up, like you might as well use it, unless you have a more powerful CPU. Like the Ryzen 3600 is great, but it's not a 150 or 144 FPS CPU. You'd need at least a 5600X or something from Intel. But if I really like, for some reason, the texture bandwidth, like how much textures you're using, can help. So if I turn that the resolution scale right down, maybe no, it's yeah, the GPU just drops. That did not help at all. Maybe in combination, something else helped. I don't know, just stuff around. Why would you anyway? Even if you could get the FPS higher by turning everything like to pixelation, that's fine. This is actually a pretty decent FPS for 1440p. The lighting and all that turned up. I just like how clear it looks with T2X on. Like you get no jagged edges on buildings and stuff. Super clear. What's this guy doing? He's just hitting it. Must have bugged out. That was fast. The enemies could be coming from this way. That is so tricky. Like everything just blurs. Like what are you? A new gun. I want to sing. Object quality up. No, it seems to be alright on this map. Oh no, it's down at 60. Okay. 5. 60, really? Is that really from object quality? Yeah. Performance killer. Even T2X doesn't do that. Maybe from all the trees. See that tree pop in? I turn the object quality back up to high. Just give it a sec. See, now it's like further away. This must be all the trees and stuff. It's pretty bad though. usage goes up. Oh no, the usage, yeah, it's just a CPU. It must just be a CPU bound setting. Because the usage is not peaking. Anyway, we could turn this stuff down. Process with the fog. 80. And 90. So yeah, narrowed that down to the right object quality. So really, like even turning this stuff down didn't seem to do much. I thought it would, but maybe in combat a little bit the effect quality. But for the most part, it's just the object quality that limited. Even the explosions didn't drop the FPS. Stay away from me! Go away, go away. This guy's gonna grab it. Okay. I want to share it to me, I'll take it. Thank you. It's not there, they told me. Okay. Good. That is quite nice. And hey. I don't know what did that. Throwing things at me. want to test with this off because yeah, it does mention depth of field and motion blur, but I don't want motion blur, and the depth of field that might affect the aperture. But wasn't really. I know it does that, but I wasn't. Yeah. So everything else is fine. Oh, there's a depth of field switch here though, so it probably wasn't doing anything at all. And motion blur. So really, it's only the sun shafts, flares, and that's it. Let this enable. Sun shafts do look nice in a when you're indoors. There's like they give like stuff like let's leave them higher. Enough headroom. It's just this setting. Just the object quality. Need to upgrade to X down. And buy a 100Hz monitor. So yeah, this next one's going to be 45 ms as well. Yeah, 40 ms. So 3 games in a row, all really low ping, and you saw my server browser ping. Like I would do a high ping match, but it's just going to be a waste of time. You having to watch me run to extract. But if I turn off Exitlag, yeah, 150 plus.
喂，听得到吗 ？Hello Hello。
Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Fail. Okay. Wait, wait. Really though? Really? All things on fire. Come on. Oh well. Maybe it's immune. Okay, it's not. At least there was no FPS drop though. See that go off? So I don't have to really worry about effects tanking performance in the middle of a shootout or something. Give me. Behind you. Oh, 110. We'll just do one last test, because you know I cranked everything, right? Just to show that the GPU is not bound at all, like it was not being the limitation. As soon as I turn that object folder up, GPU's dropped. And we're still getting decent FPS. Sometimes it does take time to adjust when you do change settings, but yeah, now it's dropping a lot around all the objects. The only thing we're missing now is tesselation.
打我一下，打我一下，打我一下。
Yeah, it's like 10 to 20 FPS. What?
打我一下，打我一下。
Heck. Oh. He has like vision. no. Oh no. I never. I didn't China. Oh well. The purpose of the test was served, so yeah, hope you enjoyed me dying horribly at the end, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.